This may look like a normal Mercedes V-Class, but it could actually be the most luxurious van in the entire world.
Matt, what's that on your feet?
My sliders. But there's a reason why I'm wearing these. Buy, sell,
Carwow.
Let's have a look inside this Mercedes VIP class by Clive Sutton, and all will be revealed as to why I'm wearing sliders. It's because I do not want to dirty this rather posh interior. Now, before I get in, you might think, look, that's a bit of a squeeze to get through there, but don't worry, I can press this little button on here and it retracts that. Well, that's clever, isn't it? Now I'm going to get in and I'm going to put my socks, look, there I can step now on the teak, lovely. Don't worry about dirting the inside. I've got quite a plush rug here that I suppose I could clean out afterwards if I had worn my boots, but you know, I think this is for the best. So inside, we've got a lovely seating arrangement. We've got 3 seats there, and then we have 2 seats here. Just check out the leather. Now, the diamond quilting on this may look familiar. That's because Clive Sutton uses the same people that do the interiors for Bentley to do their leather. You can have 7 different colours of leather. You can have 8 different types of Alcantara. You can also have 24 different wood veneers. These veneers are actually rather nice. Now, let's get into this. So, a lot of the things on this vehicle are operated through this iPad here. I'm going to let Cameraman Lewis, would like to sit down next to me. Come on, it's going to be easier doing it this way. Right, so if I turn this iPad on, I am now going to operate the doors. So that's let a bit of light in so you can see exactly what's going on. Let's first of all put those seats back. So let's extend those seats, press this button now, and I'm going to extend the other seat as well. Now I'm going to use these seat controls to get very, very comfy. If I move this, it's going to raise up this part of the seat so I can chill. Oh yeah, look at this. And then, look, I'm going to recline this now. Oh yeah. Oh, wait a minute. This can go flat. You can sleep in this. Look at that. That's great, that is. Yeah, I like that a lot. Let's put this back up. Now, some of the other things that I can do if I want to, look, I can cool my bottom. Look, good old-fashioned Mercedes controls there, or I could heat my bottom if I want to. Let's just turn that off. There we go. But the main thing is through this screen. So let's see what we can do. Let's go for lighting. Let's get some lights on. First thing I'm going to do is put on the starlight headliner like you get in a Rolls-Royce. There. But we can also change the colours of it. Look at the colours changing. Look at that. Let's go back to the settings for the lights. I'm going to add in some flashing stars. Flash, flash. I can also control all the reading lights as well. Have them coming on and off. Back here. Oh, look. These vanity mirrors are like on a S-Class. Hello, vain person. Hello, hello, hello. Ah, I just noticed that there, look. There's your climate control as well, just right up there. Anyway, back into this. So I've got all my lighting. Let's change some of the lighting inside the cabin. It says upper cabin here, but it actually controls the lower cabin. Look, can you see? That's the lower cabin. Oh, and I've just spotted that. There's some drinks tumblers in there. And, oh, what's this? PlayStation stuff. And more on that in a second. So I can also alter the intensity of the lighting using this. What colour shall I go for? I'm going to stick on green down there. Now let's go back. Let's do, well, it says floor and lower cabin light, but actually this is the upper part, as you'll see. Like, it's turned those on now. Let's go for a blue colour. Now let's get tables out. Watch this. So I can open a table over here. That's slightly erotic. Now, I could do some work, but I'm not going to. What I'm going to do instead is annoy Lewis and his GoPro that he's set up over there. Watch this. Sorry. Is it going to fall off? We use this special stuff called black tack, which can just stick to anything. Look at that. Do you want me to close it?
Yes, please.
Sorry. Whee! Let's close this one as well. Now, let's get into the main event. If I go into home, I go into, actually, let's do this first. Bar. Open the bar. Gosh. Someone likes a drink, don't they? Let's close this. Well, let me just put this back down. Look at this. Ugh. In here, well, we've got some PlayStation games, but also, oh, can you see that? This is a bottle of fizz in there, causing chaos. And as you can see, just in there, that's cooled. So we've got some cooled PlayStation games. Speaking of which, let's go on to this now. If I go into Multimedia, main screen, see that? There's the driver through there. If you don't want to see the driver, go away driver, you press this button on here, and now what it's going to do is pop up the main screen. Now underneath here, we have controls for all that kind of stuff. At the moment, I've got it on the gaming setting, so I'm gonna have a little bit of PlayStation time, so just bear with me. Can you guess what game I'm gonna be playing? Have a look. Oh, here we go. Yep. I'm not sure you really want to watch me just play that, do you? Okay, no you don't. I'll put those back in there, and what I can do is actually change this and go on to some different settings and watch some different things such as Apple TV, Netflix and all that kind of stuff. I actually haven't got my glasses on at the moment, so I can't see what the heck's going on the screen, so you get the general idea. Right then. Oh actually look, I can just do it through here. Apple TV. There we go, that's Apple TV. And look at this, we've got a camera. Now, if you look on the screen, you will see that you can have a look at the driver. So that's the driver there. That's a view that I can't tell what it is. And then that is a speedo. So you can actually see how fast your driver is driving. Let's load the screen again. So press that button and it's going to go down. And the next thing I'm going to show you is the other screen. So people sat there, they're going to be like twisting their neck, aren't they? But they have their own screen. So if I use this button, I can now lower the screen in the back. And that's on the PlayStation as well, so they could be playing PlayStation. So you could play someone sat there in a two-player PlayStation game. That's quite cool. But once again, I'm going to change it and put it onto Apple TV, and now they can watch TV. Although, of course, the screen over there isn't quite as big as the one over there. But look, Apple TV. Let's get and put that back up, because I just quite like the way that retracts. Come on. It's gone. And that, I think, is pretty much all I need to show you. Oh, not quite. So we've got some cup holders here. We have got some storage area here. And this is interesting. You've got some more storage just down in here. And with this vehicle, you can spec loads of different things. And the person who bought this car decided to have a safe inbuilt to the car. And it actually is using fingerprint recognition. So I cannot open it, but they will be able to with their finger. Although, of course, I'd be able to open it if I was a criminal and I chopped off their finger and used that. I think that's what criminals do, isn't it? Now, there's some other things going on under here. Wireless charging pad there for your mobile phone. That button there controls some of the settings on the multimedia system. In fact, there's many different ways you can operate the same thing. For instance, if I want to operate the table, I can use that button over there as well as going through the screen. Same thing with the seating, do it through here or over there. I do just find this table rather satisfying. Anyway, let's put it back. Now there's a button on there, the third button I can use to talk to the driver. So if I've got the screen up, just press number 3 button like that, then I've got an intercom system due to a microphone somewhere up here. Oh yeah, this is all very lovely. In fact, if you find this particular vehicle extremely lovely, you can buy it because it's up for sale. It's got 5,000 miles on the clock. It's the more powerful 300 version with around 240 horsepower. And it's available on Clive Sutton now. Do you want to know how much it costs? Do you know what? I'm not going to tell you. I'll put a link in the description to Clive Sutton. Go have a look on the website. You can see what you can get it for. Now this vehicle might be all about the passengers in the back, but the driver doesn't get forgotten. Look, the whole quality theme just extends right into the front. So once again, lovely Bentley-like leather with the quilting, super comfy seats. Obviously they don't quite recline because you've got that bulkhead. So if you're a tall driver, it might be a little bit cramped. But you might be thinking, well, that's a perfect armrest there with the high cup holders. Actually, the reason this is like this is because it's a huge fridge. Look, all the key ingredients, like a beer for your travels. Obviously, we don't condone drinking while driving. That's for the passengers in the back. This is going to be for the driver, isn't it? Look at that. Anyhow, you've got the same kind of wood here in the front, but you could mix and match the veneers if you want to, and lovely Alcantara on the dash. So it does feel a lot posher to drive than a standard V-Class, but it is a standard V-Class in terms of the infotainment system, in terms of the dials, the little screen here, the design of the steering wheel, though once again, lovely veneer, lovely leather, just the same, but posher. There is one last thing to show you, and it's in here. You see, all that tech in the back can drain the battery if you're not careful. That's why I've got the engine running on this van. But if it looks like you are going to drain the battery, there is a kill switch here. If I press that, it'll turn off everything in the back. So have a look in the back. Ready? I'm going to press the button now. Whoops. I'm going to put it back on. So the driver has control. Probably really good if you're a parent with some kids back there and they're starting to play up. It's like, kids, stop messing around. I'm going to turn everything off. That'll learn them. There is one slight problem with this VIP class. Whereas the normal, extra long version of the V class has a huge boot, because of all the seating arrangement in there, this is the space you've got. Now, what you do with this space is up to you. You can pay Clive Sutton a certain amount of money to fit wardrobes or whatever. This one has a clothes rail, so you can put your suit jacket on there, your coat or whatever, just to stop it getting creased. So then, what's my final verdict of the Mercedes VIP class, I love that, by Clive Sutton? Well, do you know what? As a way to travel, if you're really, really rich and can afford it, it's so very luxurious. In fact, I think I'd rather travel in this than an S-Class. Well, in terms of being able to like stretch out, have a sleep and play PlayStation, I don't think it's going to be quite as quiet nor as comfy over bumps as an S-Class. But in terms of lounging around, it definitely takes the win. Anyway, I hope you'll enjoy the video. If you did, give it a like. Let me know what you think of this van in the comments below. Have you seen a more high-end luxurious van than this? Let me know. If you want to watch some other videos, click on those windows there, and if you click on that box there, you can go to carwow to change your car the easy way. You can buy your next car through carwow and also sell your current car through us as well. It's easy and free of charge. Thanks for watching. Get off my feet.